Welcome to the video for lesson in quiz 6.06, cloud formation. How do clouds form, or what do they say about the weather? In this lesson, we're going to learn about the different types of clouds and what they mean for weather. I think clouds are pretty cool. Something you see all the time. It's about time you know what they're called and what they mean. So please take a moment to pause this recording and read through the lesson, the goals for the lesson. You can find the student guide on page 3 of the lesson introduction. It's a great place to take notes. Many mechanisms can cause moist air to rise. So in order for us to get a cloud, we need to have moisture rise up into the air. So there's a couple things that can cause that to happen. For example, localized convection. If an area on the ground heats unevenly and air rises, that can cause a cloud to form. Something that we talk a lot about is called orographic uplift. Wow, that's a big fancy word, but all it means is what this picture is showing. As air goes up a mountain, it rises. So you can best describe orographic uplift as airflow confronts a mountain barrier and causing the air to rise. Air confronts a mountain and it rises. So you'll get a lot of rain on one side of the mountain and it'll be a dry desert on the other side. Make sure you know the term orographic uplift. So as moist air cools, it condenses and forms clouds. This animation shows you how clouds form. Sunny day, we get evaporation. It condenses onto a piece of dust, and that's called condensation nuclei, and a cloud forms. So that is how you get a cloud. Now let's learn about the different kinds of clouds. You've probably seen these wispy clouds before. They're called cirrus, cirrocumulus, and cirrostratus. The little prefix zero means high. So these high clouds, they do not make precipitation. If you see clouds high in the sky like this, it's probably not going to rain. The middle level clouds can produce precipitation like alto cumulus and alto stratus. Low level clouds, when the clouds are low in the sky, that means it's low pressure. High in the sky is high pressure, low in the sky is low pressure, and they often mix precipitation. For example, the nimbostratus clouds definitely can lead to thunderstorms. Fog is the lowest level cloud. It's actually a cloud very close to the surface. Make sure you know that. And of course, my favorite clouds. You definitely need to know this one, cumulus clouds. These are the nice fluffy clouds that show up on a beautiful sunny day. And cumulus clouds are the ones that look like shapes sometimes, look like a dog, look like a turtle. Cumulus clouds are a sign of fair weather, a beautiful day. On the other hand, cumulonimbus is what can form. Make sure you know that cumulonimbus, if you see these clouds, you can expect to possibly see thunderstorms. So cumulus clouds can develop into cumulonimbus. Oh boy, that is a tongue twister. Remember, the clouds can indicate weather, so make sure you know cumulus clouds usually form in fair weather. Cumulonimbus clouds are telling you that a thunderstorm could be coming, or tornadoes. So to cap it off and get you ready for your quiz, make sure you know the difference between cumulus and cumulonimbus clouds and what weather each of them may bring. Make sure you know that high pressure means a beautiful day. Make sure you know that clouds form. I think we missed this one. Clouds form when the moisture rises in the air and it cools when the temperature of the rising air falls below the dew point. Make sure you know that. That's when a cloud forms, when the temperature of the rising air falls below the dew point. And make sure you also know that orographic uplift is when air meets a mountain range and rises. Good luck on your quiz.